fans, so we got ourselves Jake Paul and Floyd Mayweather going back and forth with each other. You got Floyd Mayweather who's doing these exhibition bouts left and right against unknown fighters. I'm not even gonna mention their fighters because I don't even know who these fighters are. We got Jake Paul who's gonna take on Anderson Silva. We already know he's taking on a few other MMA fighters himself, well-known guys like Tyron Woodley, Ben Askren. So they're in talks about possibly being a fight with each other. Like, Floyd says he does want to do, and has actually agreed to actually do a real boxing match with Jake Paul, but has said only it would have to be at his weight. Now we know Jake Paul. Jake Paul fights at like a cruiserweight level, 200 pounds, maybe around that frame, but I do not see him dropping down to 154. That is probably the very highest Floyd Mayweather will go. He will not go a pound more. I cannot see that happening, especially at his older age. Maybe in his younger age, possibility, never know. But at his older age, I don't see it happening. I don't see everything in life that mattered. I think even more than money, what mattered to Floyd was being undefeated. That never losing that fight. To actually say nobody's ever done that. Unfortunately for Floyd, people can actually say they did it. They just didn't retire at doing that. You got Julio Cesar Chavez did not lose his fight until he was well into the 80s. When he finally lost. You got some other guys, some of these other fighters. I remember Roy Jones Jr., his fight where he lost was I think at 50. He did have a disqualification loss, but actually lost. It was well into his late 40s or almost 50s when he finally almost lost. So it's happened before. Not to discredit Floyd, but it's actually happened before. But nonetheless, it really matters to him staying undefeated. And he would only willing to put that on the line if everything was met on his terms. So Jake Paul, I'm not sure if he's agreed to it or not. I know he said he wants to fight Floyd. I know he said he will stop Floyd. But honestly, that would actually be a very fun matchup. Only because we already know what Floyd can do in the boxing ring. We already know what he's considered one of the greatest of all time. He definitely is one of the greatest, not the greatest, but definitely one of the greatest to ever do it. You can't deny his skill, you can't deny his speed, you can't deny his boxing ability, his footwork, everything from top to bottom was just absolutely excellent. And his record obviously stands for itself. He actually went in there against the who's who. So regardless of whether or not they were maybe past their prime, maybe they were before the prime, maybe he waited too long. We agree with that Manny Pacquiao situation. He waited way too long for that. But nonetheless, still, stepping in the ring, those guys had their chances to beat Floyd. They didn't do it. Floyd came out on top. You can't deny that. So regarding all that, I definitely would be very interested to see it because I'm getting tired of Floyd fighting these guys, these exhibition bouts. Because I do miss him as a boxer. When a Floyd fight was on, you knew Floyd was fighting. You knew that there was some kind of Floyd Mayweather event happening on ESPN. It would be everywhere. And I do miss that. I miss that hype. I miss that Paris conference. You guys remember the 24/7s? Good God, those were fun episodes. So I definitely do miss Floyd Mayweather in boxing. And I do see this being an old back to day Floyd Mayweather because you got Jake Paul, who is his own right a superstar and is bringing a lot of attention to boxing. I mean, you got to admit it. I know a lot of guys on old timers don't like hearing that, but unfortunately he is. Right now, in all seriousness, he could be at least top 5 best superstar right now in boxing right now. You name all the other superstars who are bringing a lot of eyes on there, you got to kind of bring in Jake Paul. So you got Jake Paul and Floyd Mayweather. You think of that press conference. Oh my God, these guys will be talking nonstop to each other. You got one of the greatest internet trolls of all time, Jake Paul, who can definitely talk his trash off. He has no filter. He's willing to do whatever it is to get under Floyd's skin. You remember that Got Your Hat when he fought Jake Paul, when Floyd Mayweather went after Logan Paul, and then of course you saw that he grabbed his hat. He's willing to do all these crazy tactics to get underneath Floyd Mayweather's skin. And he did kind of get underneath his skin. He had his bodyguards chase him. He had to do all these other craziness nonsense. And it brought some entertainment. And I think that's another reason why I brought a lot of eyes and views to that Logan Paul fight. Definitely nowhere near a great fight. Definitely nowhere near. I think I even actually fell asleep through it. But nonetheless, guys, that would bring a lot of eyes and a lot of attention to that fight if it ever does go down. And I kind of do hope it goes down because, like I said, for Floyd going down this route of exhibition where he's fighting some of these no-name guys, it's like, God, dude, what are you doing? You know, go after some kind of MMA fighter. Go after, like I said, a Habib in the previous. I can even see him going after against another Conor McGregor fight, even though I don't think it's going to go down. But even a potential Nate Diaz, now that Nate Diaz is a free agent, if he wants to go for exhibition. Maybe even do a Manny Pacquiao rematch exhibition, you know, because who knows? Maybe Manny Pacquiao will beat him this time, but at least he gets to have that nice, beautiful 0 on his record. And that's what he really wants to keep. He doesn't want to lose that. And nonetheless, whatever, that's on him. But I'm just tired of seeing these no-name fighters. These guys who are overseas, like, okay, and I see why he's doing it. Hey, less risk, high reward. You know, you don't have to train hard. You don't have to work hard. You don't have to do like an actual training camp in order to beat these guys. He don't have to do it. He could literally do just some running, some shadow boxing, and he's gonna walk in there and beat these guys. And it's an easy paycheck for him. But don't feel like you're gonna get this overwhelming star status and all eyes on you because, again, we literally have to search in order to actually watch Floyd Mayweather. And it's sad because if Floyd Mayweather always used to be the star of boxing, he was the star of boxing at one point. And, you know, it was always must-see TV when Floyd Mayweather was going. You knew when Floyd Mayweather was going to fight. But now, forget it. You literally got to search. If you want to know what's Floyd going to do, you literally got to type in his name and search. It's not going to be on any MMA outlet or any boxing outlet. It's not going to be in anywhere because nobody cares anymore because you're going against guys that nobody even knows. So at least if you go against a superstar, you go against some other guy, well-known guy, or some other, if you want to do an exhibition bout and you want to go out against maybe an exhibition bout with Roy Jones Jr., if you want to do something silly like that, at least we know. That's just an idea. Now with Jake Paul, we know. You know, you do it against Nate Diaz, we know. Conor McGregor, we know. That's the route I really hope they go. So is this fight going to get made? I do hope so. Down the line, I do not know 100%. I definitely would like to know more what's going on. But what about you guys? What do you guys think? Do you think this fight's going to go down? Do you think Floyd is going to go against Jake Paul? Do you think Jake Paul is going to try to make that weight? If he does so, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Like, subscribe, hit that notification button, and I'll see you guys in the next video.